Recent audit found the Michigan Liquor Control Commission cannot account for $1 million of liquor, and the state gave money to an agency it wasn't supposed to. Good evening, I'm Ann Emmerich.
And I'm Amaya Kosnicki, in tonight for David Andrews. Tonight, state Republicans are blasting a proposal that would cut the budget for the state agency that caught these mistakes. State
Capitol correspondent Zachariah Wheaton has reaction tonight.
The governor's budget proposes cutting over a quarter of the Office of the Auditor General's budget, and in a letter sent to lawmakers, the Auditor General said the cuts would, quote, have a significant impact on the oversight they provide, and says they actually thought they were supposed to get a 5% increase.
So here we have a watchdog organization, nonpartisan, doing follow-up work with our state agencies, and the governor wants to cut their funding. Makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Republican lawmakers are calling out the cuts, pointing to recent audits from the office that found mismanagement in 2 state offices. The office found that the Michigan Liquor Control Commission lost 62,000 bottles of liquor, or nearly $1 million in revenue. Plus, they also found the Michigan Economic Development Corporation approved a $10 million grant to a group that had not met all the requirements.
And that's the kind of information we need to have in order to make proper decisions, in Lansing.
The Michigan Liquor Control Commission said in a statement the mistake was made due to deficiencies in the technology they use to track liquor. They say the current system is over 40 years old and say they have a new system that will go live this summer. As for the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, they said in a statement that it's the first incident that the department has had, and it's already implemented the necessary changes to make sure money goes to only qualified groups. Republican lawmakers say the recent findings are a prime example of how important the Auditor General's office is for government transparency.
If you've got nothing to hide, you should not be afraid of transparency.
That letter from the Auditor General also said that the cuts could impact their statewide single audit, which would result in the state missing out on $34 billion in federal funds. Now, we did reach out to the state budget office and members of the Senate Oversight Committee for comment, but unfortunately weren't able to hear back before our 3 p.m. deadline. Reporting in Lansing, I'm Zachariah Wheaton, News 10.
Lawmakers are expected to have their budget recommendations by early July. The new budget takes effect October 1st.